Hey everybody, welcome back to Life with Lolo. It is time for my recap of Love After Lockup. Love After Lockup. Is it Life After Lockup? Love After Lockup? Y'all know what it's called. Anyway, this is season 2, episode 46, and it was titled Confessions. Alright, so who are we gonna start with? Let's start with Brittany and Marcelino. Because, like, legit, their storyline, I mean, as compelling as it is, it's not a lot really going on between them two. So, oh Lord, this thing about to knock my phone over. Whew, goodness. Anyway, so we see Brittany. She comes in the kitchen. Marcelino washing dishes or whatever, and she tells him that she went down to the courthouse to get like started on her research for her children and stuff. And we saw last week where the lawyer told her that she would be able to get her court records, but she may not be able to get like information on the children and stuff like that because they were juveniles. So when she go down there, she found out it may be even harder than she thought because she was a juvenile herself. So that is concealed, and then the children of course was juveniles, and then they all under protective custody, so they trying to keep it all under wraps. Marcelino, he worried about the money aspect, and he worried about her getting her feelings hurt, because he like this gonna be like a 2 to 3 year process. Like, who knows what she gonna find out. This may be hard on her to find out some stuff that she may discover, and it's gonna burn our pockets because we only working with, I can't even say one income because he really don't have no job. He a poker player, and he been up and down, and right now it sounds like he in a downward slope. So they only really working on one person bringing in some kind of income. So he kind of worried about that. But anyway, she says what she found out in the records was that the dad, well, I shouldn't say the dad, but the man who got her pregnant, the predator, pretty much the pedophile who got her pregnant, they was trying to, a CPS and them was trying to contact him to get him custody of the children. But you see, this girl was 15, 16 years old. He was about 30, 40 years old, and he was the father. That math don't add up. Like, something wrong with that. And I was with her. Like, instead of them prosecuting this man, they up here trying to award him the where is the system be flawed in so many ways. I was with her, so I felt her pain in that moment. I really feel like she need to go to counseling and therapy to work out what is going on with her because she been through a whole lot. I'm pretty sure in jail they didn't really give out no therapy sufficient enough for her. That's why she's still going through this, and she's trying to fill a void in her heart that she may not be able to fill until she is able to understand, but not even understand, like, just get clarity, and then and then know that none of this was her fault. Like, none of this was really her fault. So she really need to go to therapy and talk to somebody so she can get that out. Marcelina was trying to tell her, like, look, this is not your fault. Like, no one is here pushing the pipe in your face. No one is here doing that. None of that doesn't matter anymore. It's over with. You hear it now. But she's not really going to hear it until she go to therapy and they do like some kind of treatments and all that other stuff for her, whatever. So she was at home later on with the baby. She looking up on the computer for the pedophile man. Child, she finds out that he locked up. He back in the system. She like, he get paroled in a month. She said they parole the people in the same place all the time. I mean, that's kind of dangerous if he was like, somebody was really like looking for him to kill him and stuff. You gonna parole the people at the same place? Okay, whatever. But at any rate, she said they parole people at the same place at the same time early in the morning. So she gonna confront him when he get paroled. I don't think she gonna tell Marcelino because she said he not gonna be real happy about it. But she basically just wanted some answers to her, some answers to her questions and to get her life back. So she's gonna do that in about a month. Then we see, who else really didn't have nothing going on, child? We're going to talk about Andrea and Lamar. So Lamar take Andrea to some fancy restaurant, and he just want to, get back with his wife and basically, just like rekindle their relationship, because right now it's rocky and stuff like that because, their connection is all messed up because he in LA, she in Utah, she's stubborn as hell and blah, blah, blah. So he take us to some fancy restaurant talking about he gonna order the spaghetti and meatballs. Whatever. So I was just like, really? Okay. So she's saying that she didn't know it was gonna be that hard to reconnect with him and all this other stuff. She all uptight with her little plastic choker on her neck, and I said, what? Why? Andrea, why? But she like all nervous and stuff. And I'm like, this your husband and stuff. Just like have casual conversation. Like you can't talk to him. Like y'all that far gone that you can't even have like a regular conversation with this man. But she all uptight. He like, come on, just breathe and stuff. So then they start talking about some deep stuff where she like, they don't spend enough time together. She's married and she don't want to be alone. And he like, well, whose choice is that? Like, you chose to, not be present or whatever like that. And she was like, well, every time I go to California, you with your brother or whatever like that. He like, well, I'm with y'all most of the time. If I want to have a little downtime and play basketball with my brother, that shouldn't be a problem. True, in fact, it shouldn't be a problem. But she wanted him to be underneath her ass 24/7. And nobody got really time for that. I don't understand why you want to be up under him 24/7. Like, don't you need your own downtime and stuff like that? But I guess if she don't trust him, then maybe that's the issue. But at any rate, he like, oh, she was saying in her confessional, saying that like the more independence he had, the more freedom he has, the more like he pulls away or whatever like that. This man, I don't know how many years he been in prison, but he was in prison for a long time. When he got out of prison, that was his like shit. This is probably the first time Lamar ever been paroled, like for real. So he not used to this. Like he is not used to being free, not having to answer to nobody. And he basically said, like, I don't have to answer to nobody. Like, I had to answer to people in jail. I had to answer to people here. But I don't have to answer to you. But I choose to because I love you or whatever like that. She not really trying to hear all that. She basically wanted her way or it's no way at all. She bring up divorce. And he don't want no divorce. Like, what's the point? Like, we just quitting and stuff. And then he going to tell her, because she was saying like we need to make a decision on where we gonna move, like what we gonna do or whatever. Like true, y'all do need to make a decision, but he's saying he in school in Cali, he got work out there in Cali, he got all this stuff going on in Cali. Like, okay, can y'all move? It's somewhere out there in Cali other than where he was living at. I don't know exactly where he was in LA. I mean, with the Los Angeles, but like exactly where in Los Angeles, like the environment and stuff like that. But like the neighborhood and stuff. Like maybe move somewhere like in the suburbs or something where she more comfortable. I don't know, but not in the city type thing. Maybe he need to do that. Maybe that would be comparable to what she want or whatever. If it's around a whole bunch of Palm people or something like that, it's just giving her that feel like she's just surrounded by Palm people, then that's what, she'll feel more comfortable. But because right now she just want to be surrounded by the Palm so she can feel comfortable in life. I don't understand that because she's brown and she's not. So I don't know, but something like if he got all that going on. And we don't really hear about Andrea working. Do she work? Do she got a job? I don't know. I don't know. Because we don't never see her go to work and we don't never hear her talk about work. So she don't really got nothing going on in Utah other than Mormon business. Because I'm sure it got to be some Mormons out there in Cali. It got to be. So she need to find like that little area where some Mormons out there in LA or around there somewhere. And maybe move there. And maybe so she'll be more comfortable and stuff like that. But right now, it just ain't going to work out. This really is not going to work out. And I need her to get a grip on reality. Because she keeps trying to tell this man what to do and not giving this man no alone time. And he like, you ungrateful for me. I'm like, what? That don't even make no sense, Lamar. Like, you mean she don't appreciate you? Child, I was just like, what? Ungrateful? Okay, Lamar. All right. But he was making some good points. Like, I try to do this. I try to do that. I just want some, some downtime and stuff. And I'm not asking for much. But like I said, Andrea is just... She thought because he was locked up in prison and stuff, and she thought that she was his savior, and that he was going to just come and just follow in line like that. Like he wasn't in military boot camp or nothing like that. He's just not going to follow the yes sir, yes ma'am type thing. Like he's just not going to do. Like he was in prison. So I don't understand why she thought that he was going to be like, I don't know. And then it depends on what he was in prison for. Because not all people who go to prison, are just like bad, I should say. Some people have like, not low level, Lord, what's the word? You know what I'm saying? Where it's like they went to prison for like this long amount of time and low level. It's a low level. They went to prison for this short amount, like weed. They had some weed in the damn pocket or some shit like that, and they went to jail for 20 years. Like, what kind of foolery is that? Like, stuff like that. But I don't know what Lamar went to jail for, because I really don't remember, and I don't feel like going back 50, 100 episodes to find out what he went to jail for. But my thing is, Andrea thought that she was just going to be able to control this man. And that he's a human being. He has willpower and free will. And he has the right to do what he wants to do. She got into this marriage for the whole wrong reasons. And again, I think that she got with this man or married this man because she got pregnant with Priscilla. And she ain't want to make it look bad. Even though she still looked like a harlot. Because she... whatever. But anyway... I don't know. Just sign the divorce papers already. Just go on, sign them, and just go on about y'all separate ways. Lamar, you go on to LA. Let her go to Utah. Lamar, I know you love her and you don't want her. You don't want us to end in divorce, but baby, that's what it's going to be, because Andrea just ain't the one. And next week it looked like they fighting because she done found something in his pocket. Please don't let it be a condom, child, because she going to lose all her shit. All of it. But anyway, we're going to move on to my favorite people, Angela and Tony. So after Angela finished smoking 2 packs of cigarettes, she gets out the car and then she go inside the trailer and get in the bed with Tony. He wake up and he like, cause she got her scrubs on, she about to go to work, and he like, I thought you was staying with Donna Faye. And she was like, no, I had to come home early because I thought you was going to do something stupid. And he was like, what? And then she tells him that she was out by the end of the driveway. And she was spying on him. So she snitched on herself. Angela, you ain't here to tell him all that. Why you here to tell him all that? So then he like, well, you ain't even give me a chance, baby. You ain't give me a chance. Like, she was like, well, you need to be spied on and you need to be babysit, Tony. And he was like, well, you act like I'm failing and stuff. And then so here goes Tony, child. When he said... because he was like, my last relationship ended, I cheated on her. And then that relationship, then the other one before that ended, I cheated. And then that one before that, I said, damn, Tony. When he started counting that, I said, yeah, you just, But he said he wasn't make it work with her or whatever like that. And so he was saying, like, you won't give me a chance or something like that. And I got out of prison. She was like, damn, you was in prison for 5 years or whatever like that. You've been used to people telling you what to do and stuff. Like, I'm just giving you something to do. Like, you just come on now. All you got to do is follow a couple of little damn rules. Oh, shit. I laughed so hard. Y'all just don't understand. Because the way she was just so mad. It's like... He was like, well, you ain't got to talk to me like that. You ain't got to be disrespectful. She was like, all right, whatever. I ain't nobody trying to hear all that. I got to go to work. I love you. I love you too, baby. And then she leaves out. I was just like, these two is fucking crazy. Anyway, they show like some little clip, which I don't even understand why. They was driving, holding hands, kissing, and all this other stuff. And she was saying like they weren't sexually active when the prostitute stuff happened. But she hoped that's about to change. So is they not sleeping together? I mean, I don't really want to know, but... come on, Angela, what is going on? Like, if he's not sleeping with you, then you need to know that's not it. That's not it, Angela. Like, he just, no. But so she drives to the church and he like, why is we here? My bad, y'all. Anyway, so she drives to the church and she believes he wants to change or like that, and she introduces him to Brother Joey, which is, we found out, is her pastor or whatever like that. She said she, talks to him when, times get bad or stuff like that, she's been able to kind of talk to him and lean on him and stuff like that. So, let's see. Oh, so she introduces him and stuff like that. And he like, well, okay, let's get to know one another. And so they talking. And then Tony tells him that he just got out of jail. Why the pastor like he was surprised? Did he not know that the man just got out of jail or whatever? But I was just like, So then he tells him that he been texting women, talking to women or whatever like that. And he was like, what is it, just words or texting or is it more? So then Tony finally says that he had intercourse with the women. Angela's face looked like it dropped because it was just like, oh, so you really did sleep with these women or whatever like that. But then she was saying like, in the past it was looking like, oh, Like, really? And then you really want to, okay. Like, he was surprised. So then she was saying, like, he got a good heart and all this other stuff. And so then Tony tells his story. And then we finally see some emotion. Did y'all see him drop that tear? We finally saw some emotions from Tony. He was saying, like, his father was real abusive. His mom and dad were separated. So he had to go, split custody and stuff like that and go to his dad's house. His dad was abusive. And they would come home with whelps and stuff on them. And so finally CPS stepped in and gave the mom 100% custody so they didn't have to go over to the dad's house anymore. And so the pastor was kind of like pointing out, like, you are hurting her just like your dad hurt your mom, just not, it may not be physically, but it is emotionally and so forth. And so he seemed to get it or whatever. And he said that he wanted to change and stuff. And I mean, this time, I really believe Tony and stuff. Because, I mean, he dropped a tear and everything, y'all. He was all choked. I said, wow, he do have emotions. So I'm fingers crossed on him. Fingers crossed on our good old couple, Angela and Tony. And then who else I got left? Okay, let me go on to John and Shane, child. John, Shane, and Lacey. So we see John, he doing dishes, and he said he doing good and stuff like that because the sister popped up, and he said that he working, because he was talking to his sister. He was saying, like, he working back with his dad and stuff, and his sister vouched. She was like, well, he seems to be doing well and stuff like that. And he was telling her that he's still on probation, but he has to stay at that rehab house for like another 60 days or whatever like that. And she asked him, like, what happened? And he said that he was feeling down about Lacey getting married, which we already knew. So he started drinking, and they found he was drinking and driving. They found drugs on him, pulled him over, locked him out. He was saying, like, it was a good thing they did it because then he found this house and blah, blah, blah. The sister is not a fan of Lacey. The family don't seem like they a fan of Lacey's because she was like, if you get back with her, like, what about mom and dad? Like, you ready to face the consequences of that? Because he is like in La La Land. He like, they gonna get back together. He gonna get married to her. And she was like, she is already married. Like, what is the problem? Or whatever. And she is toxic for you. Like, every time you get back with her, you get locked up. Like, what is the problem? Like, why do you keep going back? He like, you can't help who you fall in love with. I mean, true, you can't help who you fall in love with. But if you realize that you're going to keep going back to jail, back and forth, and you're going to be on drugs and your life, you don't have no real quality of life, like, peace. Like, for real. And so the sister was just like, she ain't like her 15 years ago, and she don't like her today, and she ain't going to like her in the future. So she was basically like, look, if you go back to jail because of this girl, then don't count on a family coming to be there to support you and stuff. And he was talking about he ain't going back to jail and stuff. But we already know it's going to be a clip of them two fighting or whatever. So, child, who knows? Then we see Shane and Lacey roller skating. They look real cute. They said they've been married for 3 months. Everything been going fine and stuff. When Shane hit that floor, like, I felt the pain radiating because he looked like he hit his head too. I said, oh my goodness. But anyway, he said he been feeling guilty and stuff. So he finally tells her that he cheated on her before they got married. And so, of course, Lacey's all upset. And she like, well, you should have told me before we got married. Granted, he should have said something. But now she calling him a liar, and then she can't trust him, and then she questioning the marriage and all this other stuff. First of all, you was going back to John when he did this stuff. So maybe he thought y'all wasn't going to get back together. I'm not giving him a pass on anything, but Lacey lied from the get-go about this whole thing. She ain't tell this man that she was that she was engaged to John. She ain't tell him none of this. So he ain't tell you stuff. Y'all, at this point, y'all even. I don't care. Y'all even at this point. For real. Because I don't think Shane would have, not talking on his penis or nothing like that, but I don't really think that Shane would have slept with the old girl if it was like, it was known from the gate, like, look, I'm talking to this other dude, I'm engaged to this other man, like, I don't know if I want to be with him, but I'm talking to you too. This is the situation, blah, blah, blah. I don't think he would have slept with that girl. I don't really think so. Or he would have just been like, you know what? I don't want to deal with that. I'm in prison. When I get out of prison, I'm going to be on parole. I want to do X, Y, and Z. Something like that. But, yeah, I don't really feel bad for Lacey. And, I mean, I really kind of don't feel bad for Shane. I mean, he shouldn't have slept with that other girl. And then he should have told her what happens So I don't know. I don't feel bad for him neither. That if she dump him, she dump him. But I really definitely don't feel bad for Lacey. All right, then we go on to MMMS. MMMS. Yep, I got it all. So, child, they still arguing. Of course, Sarah selling like she a whole black chick or something like that. She got a whole all this extra bravado and stuff like that. Y'all know how she do. And she's still asking, is Megan the chick there or whatever like that. And then she calls him a coward because what's she saying? Because I'm trying to think what happened, how she had got there. My bad, y'all. Somebody had set the dang on alarm off. But anyway, I'm back. Where was I at? Oh, we back with freaking what's her name? Sarah. She's still cussing him out and stuff like that, calling him a coward because he ain't see his children. He claimed he just wants to talk about the children and stuff like that. And she like, ain't no kids finna be around my females and all this other stuff. Y'all not finna pretend like y'all on fun vacation time with my kids and all this other stuff. Then she goes to his breath and she like, what do I smell on your breath? I smell some alcohol. He like, what is you talking about? I was here the whole time with you. Like, what is you talking about? So she kicked him out. What happened? She was saying like, it's no closure to the marriage. It's no closure to the relationship. It's no relationship with the children. Like, he just keep opening up all these doors and he not really closing nothing, but he moving on to a new chick or whatever like that. I don't really think that, I don't know if this man was drunk or not. Maybe she was making it up because he not on parole no more. So I don't know. Why was she bringing up that he was, I don't know. Why would she lie he not on parole? Because I can understand, but I can, if he was drunk and he was on parole, then that'd have been an issue. But why... Girl, I don't know. But anyway, it seemed like she was so worried about him not being closing doors and stuff like that with other people and moving on to a different girl. Like, her focus seemed to be in the wrong direction or like that. I understand why she upset. Like, you ain't seen my kids in 5 effing months and then you want to bring little Susie or whatever over here to meet my children and stuff like that. It seemed like he making a new relationship with the new chick around not making a new, because he can make a new relationship. What am I trying? Like, what I'm saying is, like, you're not bringing a new chick around my kids, and I don't know her. Like, I don't know her. I don't know who this harlot is. I just don't know. So you're not finna bring my kids around some old chick I don't know nothing about. You can come see the children. You can take said kids. And like I said, old Maria, she can go shopping, do whatever she want, but she don't need to be around them children because... Like, no, I don't know who she is. I don't know what her record is. And nowadays, you can't trust nobody around your goddamn children. Like, for real. Sad to say, sometimes you can't even trust your own goddamn family around them. But, so I see if her concern is the safety of her children. Like, yeah, you go on, send little Maria shopping or something like that. Me and the kids, not me and the kids, you and the kids go and do your thing. Then when she come back, you go on and roll them kids on back. Because I need to get a background check, all that on old chick. But she ain't saying all that. She talking about you effing this person, you effing that person. Like, that's not important. That's not really important. And so then he all like, because he don't even understand why she mad. Like, you ain't see these kids in 5 months. 5 months. And the first thing you do when you got parole is go see old chick. No, that's not what you do. You see your children. And then stop walking around with that goddamn sweatshirt on like you father of the damn year. Like, that's just annoying. Like, so I feel Sarah. I really feel Sarah. And I hate that I'm saying that. But I really felt her. And so then she want to roll down like where he wasn't there for Father's Day. He don't call the children. He don't do all this stuff. But he acting like it's all because she's in love with him still and blah, blah, blah. No, it's the fact that you not seeing your children and you keep acting like you do. Like, stop lying. But my thing is, Sarah needs to... This is what Sarah needs to do. Because at the end, she was all like, she don't know what she's supposed to do. And he putting her in a bad position and she started crying and stuff like that. This is what she need to do. For real. She needs to let him do him. Just let him do him. Let him prove that he a sorry ass dude. Just let him prove that he is sorry ass father. Let him prove that he is sorry ass dude. Just let him prove these things. Let him prove it. Let he not paying child support. All right, you got a job, you got your own money. Do what you're doing for your children. Take care of your kids. If he not participating in sending money and all that other stuff, don't even worry about that. If he not participating in coming to see them children or calling them children, don't even worry about it. You know who gonna realize it? Them children. They gonna see who doing for them, who making the effort, who putting in the effort, the time, the money, all that stuff. Who be there at the basketball games, who be there at the cheerleading, who be there at the soccer, who be there. They gonna see it's a pattern, and they gonna see this dude ain't showing up. If he say he gonna be there on Saturday, all right, come on Saturday. What time you gonna be at? 8 o'clock? All right, so Dad gonna be here Saturday at 8 o'clock. Boom. When 10 o'clock roll around and his ass ain't there, he just showed them that he ain't shit. You ain't do nothing to do that. You said, all right, come get your kids. So she need to let him prove that he ain't shit. And she need to just let him just calm down. Don't get all hysterical. Don't get all upset because he bringing some chick around and all this other stuff. Let him do him. And when he keep showing that pattern, and then your children realize and all that other stuff, he gonna have to answer the questions that they have. Not you, because you want to say, okay. You want, all right. Like, you ain't got nothing to answer because you ain't restrict him, you ain't hold him back, you ain't do nothing. You just let him do him. So that's what she need to do. He go back to the hotel. Maria by the pool or whatever like that. They talking and stuff. I don't know. What's she, about 50? Because they up there talking and stuff like that. She like, you need to figure out what you need to do to get back in your kids' life and see your children all day. And then she's talking about something about she popped Sarah's bubble or something. I don't know. She just is childish. And then, so basically she's talking about if you can't see your kids, they're going to be there for a few days. If you can't see your kids, then, we need to go on to plan B. And that's me meeting up with her. Why? What you need to meet up with Sarah for? You don't need to see. This is where, child, what she stepping up to Sarah for and talking to Sarah for? Like, you ain't got nothing to say. What do you have to say to this woman? You don't even know what's going on with. She been in a relationship with Forehead for 5 seconds, and now she want to be all this knowledgeable and do all. Once you go through his phone and find out when the last time he talked to his children, to FaceTime his children, to send his children something, but he getting $1,500, $1,600 a month in cash apps, but he ain't sending his children nothing. Like, once you go through all that and find out what's going on, once you go through that and then you come to Sarah and then you talk to Sarah about that. But you don't even need to be talking to Sarah. You need to be talking to Michael. That's what you need to be talking to. But at any rate, y'all, that is it on Love After Lockup. And again, I do not feel sorry for Sarah, but I understood where she was coming from in this situation. And I already gave my advice. I ain't going to say it again. But again, I don't feel bad for her. Because she laid down and had a second child with this man. No. She had a first child with this man after he had cheated on her before she had the girl, the little baby girl, the Aviana. She knew what she got into, but she thought that girl, that little baby, was going to stop him from doing what he was doing, and then she thought that marrying him was going to stop him from cheating and all this other stuff. So I don't feel sorry for her. She put herself in this situation, but again, I gave my advice to her, and that's what it is. All right, y'all. Tell me what y'all thought about this episode. I do apologize for the delay, but I told y'all I was going to be late because Saturday was my birthday and I was doing things. But anyway, tell me what y'all thought about this show, the review. If you liked it, hit the thumbs up button. And also hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed to my channel. All right, y'all. Until next time. Peace.